This is the story of a very special Christmas Eve at the Bradston home. It all began with a Nana's desperate plea that to her family, God's kingdom would come.
Oh Lord, I know my grandchildren have gone astray and they need to return to you. I pray you bring them together this year and do a miracle only you can do.
Well, God heard her prayer and his answer supplied. All 4 of her grandchildren soon would arrive.
I'm so excited to have all my babies here together. Our Christmas Eve tradition isn't the same with just us 3.
It's good you arrived before the bad weather. Your all answered prayers to your mother and me.
Well, I can't stay long. I'm just popping in. My flight is leaving promptly at 10.
Of course, Anjanae has to leave soon, because nobody else could possibly have something more important to do.
Come on, sis. Let's not start. But seriously, Anjanae, it's Christmas. Have a heart.
Well, Mom and Dad, I can see why you missed us. I hope you got some scotch in this pizza. It's gonna be a long Christmas.
Sarah, bring some butter with those beans. Could I get some vegetables not covered in grease? Boy, don't talk like that in my house. Show your mother some respect.
Daddy, he a fitness nut. What did you expect?
The dinner went on with more of the same, just shy of cursing and calling one another names. By 8, the grandkids were past ready to leave, but God had one more trick up his sleeve.
What? My flight has been canceled due to snow?
Dang it, due to the blizzard, they've closed all the roads.
Well, you can't help it, so take it in stride. Thank you, Lord, for heating a safe place to sleep tonight.
With that said, Nana went off to bed.
But where will we sleep? Our old rooms aren't prepared. Mom and Dad have them full of papers and junk everywhere.
There's plenty of space in the living room, dear. You and your sisters and brothers can figure it out from there. Take the blankets and pillows and make it do. I'm going to bed. I've grown tired of you. Then with Monique on the couch and Anjanae in the chair, the twins took the floor with no little fanfare. The ladies both drooled and the guys both snored, and it was as if they'd returned to their childhoods once more. That's just how I found those 4 sleeping beauties when I, the angel on assignment, reported for duty. I woke them all up, and when they got to their feet, understandably they all expressed disbelief. So after some questions, eye rubs and pinches, I announced it was time we got down to business.
I still don't see how you can expect us to believe you're like one of those ghosts in the Christmas Carol movies.
To be clear, I'm no ghost. Angels are different. And if you'll just hold your questions for a minute, I think all your doubts will soon be put to rest as I'm about to take you to your past, present, and future Christmases. Before they could protest anymore, I took them to a Christmas from years before. That paused their complaining so that I could finally start explaining. Once upon a time, each of you loved the Lord and thanked God that Jesus was born. You learned your verses and prayed your prayers and believed in how much Jesus cared. But things didn't stay that way. In your teenage years, you began to stray. Choices in your college days led you even further and further away. Your hearts sought out new pursuits. You left the faith of your youth. But now it's time to leave the past and journey further down your paths. Let's see what the present holds and where each of you have made your home. Here's a chance to step outside yourselves and see exactly how the courses you chose those years ago are impacting each of you now. Darius, always so driven to succeed. So much so, though, that you lost sight of those around you who were in need. This is your Christmas present.
Self-made. Getting paid. Unafraid. Killing the game.
Ain't nobody stopping him from getting his. 'Cause it's all about him. Oh, man. Ain't nobody
Self-made.
stopping him
Getting paid. Unafraid. I'm killing the game.
Janae, from early on, you were ashamed of what your family lacked and was not. So you made a promise in your heart that you'd always come out on top. Here's your Christmas present. Status symbols, first in this exclusive vat, hit or miss. The goal is to have perfect kids, perfect life, flawless, right? Top of the class, make or break. This may sound crass, but who cares if it's fake? All that matters is who's on top. The power merry-go-rounds, non-stop. I can't get off if I wanted to, but sweetheart, I don't make the rules. I'm just a pawn in this status game, but I aim to win. All the same, catch me if you can or eat my dust, but victory is an absolute must. My family, my name, my future, my fame. It's all on the line, so get out of my way. Damien, with so much talent, there was a time you knew God was your source. But you loved the praise and accolades, and you began to believe the credit was yours. Your Christmas present.
I'm smashing. I'm smashing. Living life to the fullest, taking action. Keeping my body strong and my mind right. Obstacles come down around me without fight. I'm putting in the work and getting the rewards. Found out I was the answer that I was looking for. I'm breaking out in success like a reaction. I rely on myself, that's why I'm smashing.
Last but not least, it's you, Monique. You didn't think God's love was enough, so you made it your aim to find a man to claim, hoping he would have the right stuff.
In the beginning, love was kind, love was patient, love was good. Then something happened and love wasn't the way it should be. It's not my fault, I just wanted someone to love me for me. But betrayal was not my style, being used not my cup of tea. How did I get here? And why am I so far from home? I'll never know. I lost everything, but I still have my pride. Broken inside and out, but I'm gonna find you, love. No matter the cost, you can't hide from me. Because love will fix everything broken inside of me.
Now that we've reflected on your lives back then and your lives today, let's take a look at where you're headed if your trajectories do not change. Darius, no one around you was one bit surprised when you made CEO. And though there were many you left in your dust, you'd hardly even know. Monique, my dear, you continued your search for a man to make you feel okay. And before too long, you found the one who actually would stay. Damien, you continued to work to build your brand and your business. Writing books and giving speeches to spread your philosophy for success. On Janae, last but never least, you raised your kids to be their best. Then retired comfortably with your husband to a luxurious empty nest. Well, all four of you, it may seem to some, live fairly successful lives. But that appearance will change when you see what awaits you on the other side. Wait a minute. Are we on our way to the pit?
Hold up. It's not fair. I don't deserve this.
Nana, take me with you.
Nah, man, I went to church. That should be enough to get me through.
You can't buy, earn, or beg your way into heaven's gates. And there will come a time where it is too late.
Angel, is there anything we can do? Is our future set? Can we change the ending to our story?
Well, fortunately for you, your Nana's prayers have been heard and answered by the King of Glory. You all know the story why Jesus came under that very first Christmas star. And if you remember what you learned way back in Sunday school, then you know what the next steps are. Now that you've seen all I've been sent to show, I'm taking you back to your family home. There, it's my hope and the prayer of the saints that you'll examine your hearts and break down and pray. Now, you may not be surprised when I say that all four of those siblings gave their hearts back to God that day. They confessed their sins and shed some tears, and their praises to God also reached some others' ears. So down the stairs like kids on Christmas morning came two parents and one nana to join in the rejoicing. This is one Christmas the Bransons will never forget. They learned that gaining the world and losing their soul brings no eternal profit. In fact, that's why Jesus was sent on that very first Christmas. He is God's ultimate gift to mankind. A greater present you will never find. Merry Christmas, one and all.